For tonight's intro joke, I was hoping to come up with something connecting Abe to one of the presidents of the United States. Unfortunately, I couldn't think of any way of linking them together. Welcome to the stream. Welcome in, my friends. Hey! Look at this, and we have a raid coming in immediately at the start. Key to Life, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the raid. I actually hope you made it in time for my joke tonight. It was one of my better ones, if I'm allowed to say that. Welcome in. Let me welcome everyone one by one. Let me stroll back up. That guy Black Fox first in chat before the stream went live, waiting in anticipation. Pleasure to have you here. Lucent Jelly, welcome in. And Loyal to Soil, hey Frownman, hey to you as well, Loyal. Sparrow the Dragoon, pleasure to have you with us, Sparrow, as always. Drum roll for the opening joke. And I see that you're using an emote from, it looks like that emote is from Professor Panda. I got a follow from a Professor Panda roughly 2 hours ago. This cannot be coincidence. So if you're out there, Professor, thank you. Much appreciated. Love it. It's nice to get a positive reaction to a joke. All right, and Keys, friends, welcome in. Tacos de Gatos, welcome in. Pleasure to have you with us. And Grim Creeper, good to see you again. We're just starting up here. I heard welcome to the stream when I came in. Sparrow says I recommend him to you. All right. Well, maybe I'll return the follow when it is convenient. Key, I hope you had a good stream. Looks like you're playing Fall Guys. I saw you talking about that in your Discord about playing that soon. It sounded like you were having some trouble getting it to run, but it looks like you worked it out. So I hope you had a good time. I think that game looked like a lot of fun, but it never came to the Switch like it was supposed to, so I never played it. And now I don't know that I ever will. I finally got it to work again. Itarama, welcome in. Pleasure to have you with us. Hope you're doing well, Itty. Sparrow says, I've been meaning to ask, I know you played Bubble Bobble recently. Bubble Bobble was a while ago, wasn't it? But yeah, I know what you're referring to. I remember playing that. Have you heard of Puzzle Bobble?
My test was completed. I expected to rest. Hello.
Okay. Wait a moment, Abe, please. Puzzle Bobble. It was also called Bust-A-Move as well. It's probably considered a mobile game these days, but I'm finding it incredibly addictive lately. I don't know if I own a copy of Bust-A-Move. I feel like I have played it. At least like a sampling of it at some point. It's like it's got bubbles clustered at the top of the screen. It's got like a Tetris field with bubbles at the top, and you fire upward at them, right? And connect bubbles of like types to pop them and clear the board. I think it grows downward. Yeah. Yeah, I've definitely played it a bit before. It can, and I mean,
Follow me.
it's a good puzzle game.
Hello.
It's kind of one of those like, I don't know, I don't know how good it would be like so far as streaming material goes though. I feel like it would be a lot like Dr. Mario. Maybe not the most exciting thing to watch. But yeah, I'm sure it can absorb you, you know. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, that sounds like the game. Let me go ahead and get this loaded so it doesn't keep trying to throw up demo sections. I'm not actually looking at the TV, so it's not really spoiling much for me, but it is kind of distracting. So
Okay.
tonight, the plan for tonight's to play some Oddworld. Still, this is my first playthrough of the game. We're making progress. We have had some technical issues. The game crashed on me once, and it glitched and soft-locked me another time. But these have been minor, and we've still been making progress. It's pretty fun, but it's kind of difficult and frustrating, too. This is one of those games that, like, I think the people who really love this game don't fall in love with it on their first playthrough. I think this is one of those that requires a couple playthroughs to really start to like. But I'm not having a bad time with it, I wouldn't say. I'm having a rough time with it. And speaking of having a rough time, the second game on the schedule for tonight is Xanadu on the NES. And in that game, we have reached a place called the Tower of Suffer. And I think that's a pretty good description of how that portion of tonight's stream will go. But, you know, hopefully we will, we'll have some fun with it. Make lots of good progress. What got me into it was a ripoff of it on my Apple Watch. See, already, money well spent, Sparrow. The cool thing is you can control the arrow at the bottom with the watch crown. The watch crown... A Tower of Suffer. Fazana don't. Is the watch crown the part that's on like the outside rim of the clock face? It's like sometimes those turn independently. I'm not familiar enough with watches to know the parts. But the Apple Watch is square. How does that work? Okay, we've got a 2 we can go down. Oh yeah, this game has really complicated controls. They designed Abe's movements with the philosophy of like, you paid for the whole controller, you're gonna use the whole controller. Uh-oh. Oh, I didn't see the chant suppressor. I'm not at all sure what the game wants from me. I have a feeling I'm about to perish. Just the little wheel on the side. Apparently it's called a crown. Fair enough. Alright, well, I mean, there's no way out of this room, so the solution has to be in here. I don't know. My thought is I've got to make it onto that elevator and go down before they can shoot me. I don't see anywhere else I can go offhand. This is proving to be rather difficult, though. Oh, hang on. Well, I don't think that's going to work either. Let's see. No! That would have worked. Okay. We've got to lure those guys back to this screen. One of those guys. I've got to lure one of those guys back to the first screen, go through the tube, and then possess him from across the street over there. Why did the pink guy come over here? Last time the guy with the gun came over here. I can't possess the pink guy, and there's nothing I can do about him. This is one of those games. This is one of those games where you have to do just the right thing. And if you mess up, the only solution is to die and start the area fresh. There's no way to fix a mistake, whether the mistake be yours or the game's. I see. I wanted him to come over. Maybe he just didn't see me the first time. I bet he yelled at me. He had to have seen me. Nope, too far. Running from the pink guy and then lining up with the tunnel to jump into it. They don't go very well together. Get him! Get him! Alright. See, this is what we need. Now we'll go take care of that pink guy. See you later. And I think that's it. I think we're ready to just blow this guy up. Don't know what this does. I'm scared to find out. It's a long way down. Okay, that's it. Can't go any further.
Hello. Follow me.
Okay, there's no one over here. If you haven't seen this before, sometimes there are friends hiding in the shadows where you can't see them. Watch out for that bat. You couldn't have run the text just a little more quickly. The game trolled you there. It certainly did. They knew exactly what they were doing with that timing. I'm shocked that the bats are so deadly. I was like 1 pixel above the screen transition zone. Okay, well, I gotta find out what this does. Oh, nice. And it lined up perfectly. It's like the game wanted to apologize for the previous room. Oh, I can just drop those all day long.
Hello. Hello.
Why would I want to come up here? Probably I lead someone from this other room. No, that should be a checkpoint. Is this a bridge? It is. Okay, can I climb up? It doesn't look like I can reach. Key, thank you for making the clip. Perfect. All right, so we've got a series of doors. Paramites. Paramites aren't pretty, but find them in pairs or back one against a wall and they get downright ugly. Follow them if you will, but be careful. They don't lead you into... But be careful they don't lead you into a trap. Toy with paramites by throwing meat. Looks like it has a hand for a face. Oh, flintlock. Our temples have grown dark since the Magog cartel enslaved the Mudokons. Ignite the holy fires by throwing flintlock switches wherever they are found. Only when all flintlocks are fired will you be admitted to the temple's initiation ceremony. I think it's one of the best clips I've ever made, honestly. Thank you. Okay. So, does this mean there are 8 flintlocks we have to trip? You know, I think a game of Tetris would be really rough with these pieces. I think this is just a map of all the upcoming areas. I don't think there's a flintlock in every door, though. It really would be. Oh, cows, I never welcomed you in. I'm sorry. I didn't see your hello amidst the incoming raid. But of course I'm happy to have you with us. Alright, oh well, we can't go back through this door. But we also can't reach. Never mind. Alright. So we have to light. Yeah, there's 6 flintlocks. Okay. Because look, the door on top has like 6 things on top of it. I think each of those will catch fire. Okay. Well, let's go back through here. And we'll just take them one at a time and... Oh no. When I go through the door, along with the sound effect, I get a little bit of static. Do you guys hear that on your end, or is that just me? Because I might need to move something around. Yeah, it's a little scratchy sounding there. I'm not sure what that is. I might have to mess with some things. Okay. Bottom left door. I need to look at that. I want to look at that map again. I want to know the shape of the room that we're going into. Bottom left door looks like the most complicated one. It's like a S with a T growing out of its face. We come into the middle. Okay. Those bees? They are. They're deadly bees. All right. Well, there's no running onto that screen and then turning around like I would have hoped. So let's try moving upward instead. Oh, I guess this is some meat. Oh. I need you to get another piece of meat, Abe. Hmm. This game is rough. what's going on. I do know that these bees are a real problem. I really hope I'm right in that I think I chose the most complicated of the rooms first here. Sorry about that. Why can't I throw? I missed. Hey, reach over and pull the lever, man. This guy is driving me up the wall. It doesn't even matter. I can't get the meat where I want it to be. Where'd the monster go? It would really be nice if I could carry more than one piece of meat at a time. I don't understand what to do.
I don't know. I don't know.
No, I fell onto the wheel. I don't understand. It would be really, really difficult to recommend this game to other people in good conscience. There's just so much. There's so much. There's so many times where you do the same thing and something different happens for no discernible reason. And then there's the insane complexity of the controls paired with the precision required to do anything. You have to put up with a lot of irritation to be able to make progress in this game. So where's the wheel? That probably wasn't the best move. I wonder if that wheel goes somewhere and does something useful for us. And I wonder how well we have to keep up with it for that to actually happen. Because now I'm super concerned about despawning the wheel. Oh, I can't catch a break. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, something good happened, finally. The wheel plugged the beehole, yes. Thank goodness. Now I can finally play the bells in peace. I don't know what to do. I never know what to do. I think if I run and jump, I'll die. Hey, what do you mean you don't know? This guy's arms are way too long. For him to not be able to reach that switch. I'm repeating the exact same puzzle we just did. I like that I can recollect the piece of meat. I'm just scared to go through this door. I don't even think I'm ready for it. Wasn't ready for it. I didn't even light the thing I was supposed to light. All I did was unload all my progress. No. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. This is the Avatar movie game. Oh, that's good. It does kind of look like that, doesn't it? It totally does, but honestly, I love the Oddworld games. Don't you find them frustrating though, Loyal? Or is it just me that I'm so bad at it? Statcat, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Go get it. I probably need to go back and find more meat, but I'm gonna go forward. They remind me of my childhood in a good way. I think if I had this game as a kid, I would have found it to be a nightmare. I don't think I could have. I can barely handle it now as an adult. I don't think I could have handled this game as a child. It's all of us. The game's really tricky and easy to get stuck. But at least there's a button that lets you fart. Statcat was playing Half-Life Alyx. That's the VR game, I believe. Okay. Keep going ahead and learning the song. Why? Why did he attack me this time? Last time he didn't attack me. This time he attacks me. Oh, I know why the meat. It's not. It's because these guys get squished before they can actually eat that. Is there anything over here?
Hello.
Guess not. Alright, but then it despawned. I could have picked that meat back up, though, in theory. He didn't fall for it. Alright, now the game has to give me some meat. I cannot collect that piece that I threw away. If that guy respawns, I'm going to be very upset. I didn't make it. I think it's very possible we could spend the whole stream tonight on this one on this one doorway. I'm gonna be playing this game until I'm 185. I wonder what this game would be like if I could assign the buttons how I would like them to be. Yeah, because I'd have chant be L2 and R2. I'd have all the speech off of be L2 combinations, all the sound effects be R2 combinations. I'd run and jump with the square and X buttons, you know, like a Super NES game. Maybe crouch with a shoulder button. Action and throw I'd put onto triangle and circle. Yeah. Yeah, the controls could be a lot better. That doesn't work. What's more tedious, watching me play this or watching me play Jump King? E.T. But E.T.'s over and done with. I don't ever have to play E.T. again. Unless I want to. I think Jump King because it's so obvious that progress gets lost. I have nothing to show for Jump King for the hours I've put into it. I have achieved exactly nothing in the game. Oops. My meat. Never mind. work. Neither of them took the meat. It's not gonna give me a new one though. The last room is tricky. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do in there. I thought if I threw the meat, it would knock the beehive down, but I mean, just because it didn't happen doesn't mean it won't, because you can do the right thing and get the wrong results in this game. You can do that a lot. For example, so although it didn't work on the first try, there's nothing to suggest it won't work on the 12th try. I'm now in an inescapable situation. I've got to somehow make use of that beehive. Me either, Abe. I don't know. Okay, plan now is to try every possible throw until I find one that can knock that beehive down. Where did he go? There was another guy in this room. Well, I'm happy he's gone. Except I think he's upstairs waiting for me now. That's what I did the first time, and it didn't knock the beehive down. Why did it work this time? Who knows? Alright, we learned what to do. So, 40 attempts from now, we'll be able to put it all together. Start the timer. Start the timer. Start the attempt clock. Oh my goodness. This game is so brutal. I'm so scared. I have so much to lose. that enemy really threaded the needle there. And he's gone. Okay. It's a miracle. It's a miracle we've done it. Look, one of the lights is lit. It's so beautiful. Thank you for the trophies. I'm picking a simpler room next. It might not be easier on the inside. Look, that one up there. Was it top middle left? It's just 4 rooms. They're all in a straight line. That's where we're going next. I said middle left, but I meant middle right. Seems about right. It worked. Everything is bad. Two rooms. Unbelievable. An astounding amount of progress. I'm running out of save slots. Okay, it's time to get rid of some of the old ones. Oh. Sure is a speedy process. I feel like Nintendo designed this delete file process. It feels like crafting anything in Animal Crossing. Alright, so now I did an easy one. Now I'm going to do a hard one. I think in the bottom, very bottom right, looks like it's the next most difficult one. All right, well, if you need to stop for a snack or a restroom visit, now's your chance, because once we go into this room, we're in, and who knows how long it's gonna take to find the exit. The first room took an hour and a half. Good luck. Thank you, cows. Oh. I really appreciate your patience, my friends. It's amazing that you can endure this. Endure watching me try and play this game. just need to learn where everything is. The bells are over there. So I think that's where the exit is. Yeah, I saw it in the capture. Okay, I must already have some meat. I will admit that last room, the easy room, that was kind of fun. Like we made it through there so quickly. Stack Cat, there you are. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the raid, by the way. If you said something before now, I missed it, so my apologies. Squished. Getting dinner right on. I hope it was something enjoyable. All right, that was kind of cool. I made reindeer stew, really? I can't say that I've ever had that before. I had oatmeal for dinner. Again. That's what I had last night, too. I napped. My problem has been that I've been napping too late, and then I wake up and I don't have enough time to cook anything before my stream. And then I pay the price for it by having oatmeal, which is good, but I mean, it's not... You know, it's fine. It's a fine meal. This does nothing. My aunt hunted it. She got this one in 2020. So I have a problem here. That I really kind of need this guy to not go to the next screen. No, I need you to not do that. If he goes to the next screen, he's going to team up with the other one. Yeah, follow me. Okay, just go be over there. Stay over there, live over there. I never want to see that guy again. I can't believe how well that works compared to how other stuff in the game doesn't. What? Oh, I do have to pull that lever. That lever does do something. I thought that lever was responsible for releasing the stone. I misunderstood what was happening in this room. I thought the thing we stepped on was pulling this lever before we could pull it. Okay, I really hope I have a meat. I think I do. I wonder, could it really be that I started just by chance with the most difficult room? Dare I hope that that's what happened? I accidentally started with the worst room, and so that's why it was so hard. Got the hard stuff out of the way, hopefully. Oh. Just agonizing. Okay. That wasn't so bad, so let's pick the next most complicated looking room. I'm going to work my way backward now. I'm kind of thinking the one on the bottom left? No, that's the way I came in. So we've got a long, flat room. That's probably the one we want to do last. We've got one that looks like an L. That one, I think, might be trickier than it looks. And we've got the one that's folded over itself on the top right. Let's go to the L room. I didn't actually see which door it was. Top left. Top left. L for left. Oh, I can jump up there. Okay. I thought I was gonna die because I could hear him, you know, making his noise. If I go down... That's not what I wanted to do. What's behind door number 1? A carnivorous monster. Okay, I can't actually climb down from here, it seems. Don't have any meat. If I jump across, is this guy gonna eat me? I think I should have grabbed the ledge there. Alright, I see how it works. You can grab this ledge. I don't know why it didn't work before. Blow bombs with spirit rings? What? Blow bombs with spirit rings. I don't know what a spirit ring is. Maybe I'll learn that upstairs. Or maybe that guy will teach me.
Hello,
Password. Do not forget the password. Flintlock. If I take another step, I'm probably gonna die. I did. I didn't want to run quite that far.
Hello. Hello.
Oh, I'm a fool. There was a whole other thing. This room just got so much easier. I didn't see those drips from above.
Hello. 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 Password. Okay.
Wow.
I don't know.
That was something.
Hello. Hello. Password. Okay.
Don't blow me up. I wonder where this is gonna take me. The exit. Oh, one final trap there. I see. All right. That room wasn't tricky. Wasn't tricky either. It just my lack of observation made it difficult. Another room down. Make yet another save. So I think I remember the next most complex looking one, you know, working in reverse order, was this one. Two doors. Huh. Interesting. Huh. I saw the bat, but too late. I think this is just going to be a test of, like, find the rhythm. This might be rough. I wonder if I can come in here and duck so I can observe. I think that'll work. I think we'll be able to stop on each platform and wait. But we have to remember to duck. Have to remember to duck. Yeah, they just kind of move in a figure eight. Okay, not too bad. Oh. Not too bad. Wrong button. So scary. Black Fox says, sorry for the quiet chat. I had radio drama. No worries. I mean, I've had a lot of sort of quiet gameplay here as I just have to puzzle out what I'm looking at. What a shame. Puzzles do make for quiet contemplation, and that's okay. Thank you, cows. Yeah. Sometimes my mouth has to shut down in order for my brain to work. Excuse me. This is a very tedious chamber. I'm always too late on that one. I can't believe I was too early. That never happens. As I was highly distracted, I'd like to honor everyone else with a toast, Black Fox says. A toast to them being in chat before me. GG. This game reminds me a lot of Star Tropics. It has a lot of like very grid-like movement and action. It's like it's very sort of stiff and mechanical feeling. Like that game. It's got it's got more puzzles. Less combat, though. And it's probably at least as equally as cryptic. Well, no, this game does a lot more to explain itself than Star Tropics ever did, but it also has huge sections where it doesn't. So horribly enough, I actually understand what to do here. I have to reactivate one of those bombs. I have to wake this guy up, lead him back, jump across, jump over the bomb, and jump to safety, and let him run into it. This is horrible. It's a great idea. It's going to be impossible to execute. I might have been wrong. I don't know. If I climb up, he might jump over here. I'm just going to leave everything like that and see how my life turns out. That barking is not a good sign. Oh, joy. Oh, I'm so happy I was wrong. I'm so happy I was wrong about what to do. I don't know what I'm doing this for. So we're going to have one room to our right, and 3 to our left. Quick. Oh, he got away. I don't know why he was able to get away. Alright, I wasn't for sure that he could shoot me. Hey, cows! Thank you for the tip. Thank you for the $20. Thank you for funding one of our upcoming games, as we had discussed. I'll let you know when it arrives. Happy 1 year and have fun with Wetrix. I hope it is. I don't really know anything about it, but I do like puzzle games, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a good time. Alright, well, I guess we're done with this guy. Let's throw him off a cliff. Alright. Oh, there's a bat. Walk softly. Walk softly. That's just it? Walk softly? Okay, see here we have to go quickly. Because the bat swoops all the way down. Oh, walk softly here. Fair enough. Black Fox, thank you as well. My goodness. Thank you for the $25. Both of you. Really appreciate your I really appreciate your generosity. Thank you. If you if you wrote a message when you gave the tip though, I need you to tell me what it said because I don't actually receive those messages. I think they show up in the like email that I get, but I can't actually see them in the chat. Sparrow, what's going on here? Can I play? I mean, you've already given me so much, Sparrow. Oh my goodness. Sparrow, thank you for the $30. Oh my. No message, just fueling the frown. But thank you, Black Fox. I find it very hard to frown when everybody's so kind to me. Thank you, Cows. Thank you, Black Fox. Thank you, Sparrow. You're all much too good to me. Capturing this guy is proving to be incredibly difficult. I think I missed my one chance. Ah, no, we got him. I could be mean and request that you buy the Little Mermaid with it. I already have the Little Mermaid. I've already played it on the stream. We played through and beat that one. I beat you. I beat you to that one. Stack Cat. Thank you for the $35. Thank you very much, my friends. Sorry, just moving some things around here. I'm becoming increasingly flustered. What a fan base you have, Frownie. When one donates, 3 more do out of... What is this word? I don't know this. FOMO? Fear of missing out. All right, I have heard that. I just didn't get the I just didn't get it in the context, I guess. What have I done? Cow says. I just never noticed. I just never noticed the tip jar. Well, I didn't walk softly. I just wanted to buy the streamer birthday present. Now all of this, Cow says. Secretly, it was 2 1750 donations, one from me and one from Jennifer Stack Cat says. Teamwork. You actually don't need to pause. In that room, I didn't walk softly. I'm never going to remember to do this part correctly. I don't understand how to get a rock out of this thing. Well, that guy's gonna wait there for me for the rest of his life, I suppose. Oh, the music did change. Maybe he went back to sleep? Black Fox says, I plan on doing something dumb on stream for 12 hours soon. It's an idea I came up with that will be kind of a social logic experiment. I'm not sure it's going to go over very well, but I thought it up and I'm going to do it. And Sparrow says, intriguing. My thoughts exactly. A social logic experiment. I can't even think of what it could be. Oh, I got I got word today. My deal for the library shelves that I wanted to pick up it has gone through. So I'm going to be getting those. I'm actually not going to have the shelves until the end of the month, I think, but it's becoming very possible that by the end of April my room may no longer be a disaster. I may actually be able to get some of this stuff off the floor and onto shelves. There's a library that's some of my family work at it, and they're replacing their shelves, and so they've sold me some of the old ones very cheap. So that's what we're doing. That's actually what I have back here. These are library sort of media shelves, and it's the same situation, same library. They wanted to throw these out and replace them, and so I got them for basically dirt cheap. But I don't really like them that much because they're kind of bowed from the weight of what was on them before, I guess. And so things don't sit on them super well. And I was going to level them. I was going to level them out by just squeezing some like cutting some, like pieces of like 2x4 or 1x4 or something, and just to the right height and squeezing them in there to like counteract the bowing. But about the same time I came up with that idea, I got this offer for these other shelves, and so I mean they're not like, they don't look super. I mean they look nice, but I mean like you wouldn't know that they came out of a library. They just look like media shelves. There's nothing that says library about their design. Or the quality of them, yeah, they should be fairly nice. I mean, I've seen them; they are fairly nice. These were when they were originally made, and if I had more stuff in like DVD cases, these would still be kind of ideal, but they don't hold the smaller things very well, like the N64 cartridges and stuff. And most of my stuff is loose, so it doesn't have the box to keep it from. The back wall of the shelf has a gap in it, and if anything falls on its side, it'll slide through there and fall behind shelf, and it's super inconvenient. That's why I patch them with layers of duct tape. Without giving too much away, it will involve a game, a continuous single action for 12 hours, and chatting with those that come in and have questions. I don't know that I would ever... I don't know that I could ever have the endurance for one of those types of streams, but there is something really fascinating when someone carries out one of those sort of like high effort, low reward kind of challenges. Like if someone does a stream of like playing the same note on the piano for 12 hours straight or something like that, when people do ridiculous things like that, there's something sort of fascinating about them. I forgot that was a timed explosion. This will be a very low effort, low reward performance. You've caught my attention. Oh, so you're playing techno music like me, Sparrow says. Ouch. No. No one playfully ribs the thing they love quite like you, Sparrow. Gotta be able to make fun of yourself, right? Exactly. All right, we should be able to do this. Okay, get the song. Can I make it back out? It looked like I messed up there, and I kind of did, but it was actually accidentally the best place to be. I think the reason I can't get a stone is because I still have meat in my pocket. I'm going to see if I can set this off by tossing the meat at it. I don't think I can. Oh, victory. I'm trying to one-up a gag from a 1997 film, button the extra, and in a different medium. I look forward to being asked why I would do it. Thank you for the trophies, cows. Thank you. Just imagine the shade I can throw if I can do that to myself, Sparrow says. Thankfully, I don't need to often. Remind me to stay on your good side. I may even subconsciously... Ooh. Look at that. We've got a whole line of flames. We did it. We did all the rooms. I mean, I think this last door is going to be a last challenge of sorts, so we're not out of here yet. I think when we finish with this temple, though, we're going to be done with with Oddworld for the night. We'll move on to Fazanadu. It'll just be more of the same in a different game. More struggling and confusion. But we're gonna. I would really like to try and get out of this temple tonight. All right, and so that was Black Fox was saying it may even subconsciously trigger people into doing the same action, but that at this point is theory and speculation. You're permanently there, Frownie. Thank you, Sparrow. I saved the wrath for blatant injustice of myself or friends. Things quite worthy of defense. Can we go downward? No, we can go upward. Oh. It immediately got scary up there. I don't think this is active, though. Oh, it is. Oh, this final challenge is going to be a real challenge, I think. I think I've already messed up by going up there too early. This place is gross. Let's pick a path. There's some meat. It will not be something I do more than once, and I hope I don't become intrinsically linked to it, but that is the risk I have to take. You know, I had thought, based on the map that we were showing earlier, I had thought that this was going to be like a sort of simple another simple challenge, sort of like on par with what we had been doing. You know, maybe a little more complicated, but this is a whole series of 75 rooms. I don't remember which of these I've tried and which I haven't. Oh my goodness. I don't know what to do at all. That must be the final doorway there. Hmm. Huh. So they seem to come to life as soon as I go up here. No, another one! Another one! They're everywhere! Oh, this is terrifying. No, don't jump at him. This has become a real horror game. Oh, I can climb up here. How in the world am I still alive after that, I wonder? I'm overwhelmed with arachnophobia. Zinchan, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Pleasure to have you with us. Welcome to you and to your friends. You've come just in time. We're just, I've made a few attempts, but I'm back here at the beginning. We're at the final challenge of this temple. What I think is the final challenge. Super Vegeta, welcome in. Pleasure to have you with us again. That RTX Morshoe, welcome in. Is that Morshoe from the CDI Zelda games? I hope you definitely. Right on. I hope you had a fantastic stream, Zinchan. Things started off really rough. In this game tonight. And we've gone through basically a series of challenge rooms, and I accidentally started with the most difficult one, and it was an hour and a half slog to get through it. Then after that, it went pretty smoothly. It was really only my own incompetence that got in our way. And now we've got this sort of death run through the darkness with spiders everywhere. And I'm overwhelmed with terror now. You have to be fast everywhere. I wasn't ready. I forgot again. Or I forgot already. I was surprised again. I just got that reference, and Sean said. Someone finally got my name. I missed the jump. It's a pretty great name, that it is. And what a scary thought, too. I mean, to see any of the characters from the CDI Zelda games drawn in greater clarity. All the characters of those games, they're all the characters, the animations are so twisted and weird. I did it based off my favorite Mii on my Switch. It has such a those games have such a strange art style. Used it as a Mario Kart Mii. My Mii on the Switch is just like it's the tiniest body with the biggest head, and it's all blank except for a frowny face. And it gets some pretty interesting reactions. Nope. You could never stop. You can never stop. I think I'm safe, and then suddenly more spiders appear. Sparrow says, by the by, did you manage to pick up Wet Tricks? Yeah, that's why Cows tipped me, was because we'd already worked out that I was gonna purchase that at her request, and she would give me the money for it. So I've got it. I ordered it last night. I got a copy off of I was gonna get one off eBay, but there's a couple different online retro stores that I look at, and I'd been watching them for a while, but none of them had it. But then last night when I went to order it, I was like, well, let me check one more time just in case, and they had a copy. So yeah, I got it on order. I'm just waiting for it to arrive. And no, I'm looking forward to playing it on the stream. I think it's gonna be fun to give it a try. You know, I'm gonna have fun with. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have fun with it either way. It is I mean, you know, puzzle games might not be the most fun thing to watch, but either way, I'm still gonna have fun with it, I expect. uh, yeah, I got it. Cal says, I spent much of my childhood with that game. Sparrow says, I also happen to be into puzzly, Tetris-y type games at the moment. Yeah, I would say I'm a Tetris fan. I'm nowhere near a Tetris pro. Um, but, you know, I've sunk a good amount of hours into Tetris 99. Even won a few matches. I was looking at. I played some Pac-Man 99 the other day. I won another match. I've won 3 matches in Pac-Man 99. I can't believe it. I've played 101 matches and I've won 3. So my success rate is less than 3%. I think I've put 4 hours of time into it altogether. I think actually, though, statistically, here's the sad thing. Statistically, I think I'm better at Pac-Man 99 than I am at Tetris 99 because I think I've won about the same number of games, but with a lot more with a lot more losses. Oh no, wrong button. We recovered. All right, you can stand here. There's one called Puyo Pop as well. I think it's similar in principle to Dr. Mario. I don't know that I know that one. I mean, I know Tetris 2 though. That's if you want a game that's similar to Dr. Mario. Tetris 2 is about as close as you can legally get, I think. I don't know which one came out first, but I try not to go too crazy, you know, just adding random things to my collection, but at the same time, you know, I can't always help myself. So I did order a handful of other things alongside Wetrix when I placed the order. Some things that I've been interested in, so I don't know when they're gonna appear because a lot of times when that happens, like I buy a game and be like, "Ooh, I'm gonna play this on the stream," and it'll be like this. Oddworld, I picked this up a couple months ago, and we're just now getting to it. But so I really extra appreciate the generosity that I've received from so many of you tonight. In light of that, especially. I hope you're slow updating VG Collect. Oh, I am. I am. I actually, most of the things that I've gotten, they're all just sitting in a box together. They're not on the VG Collect. The the sort of newest editions, because I figured I would do a a collection inventory stream in the afternoon where I do the thing where I take pictures of them and we just sort of look at them and talk about them together. And I'm just kind of waiting until I have enough that it's worthwhile to sort of spend that time doing it, because I catalog them locally into my tablet, separate from my VG Collect, so I can see what I have offline if I'm out shopping in the physical world. I guess I could use my phone, but I don't really like to turn on the mobile data unless it's an emergency. The problem I have with VG Collect is half my collection appears to be North American and the other half EU, and it's because I matched based on the cover or the name. AU games seem to fall right in between the two. So if you have an item that you can't find in their database, you can add items. You can take your own photos and put in the data. I've never used that feature, and I'm not super picky about it, like, because a lot of them, especially like more modern disc games, like if you look up like Super Mario Brothers U, like it'll get like 10 results because it'll say, it'll be like, this item code or this item code or this item code, like, because there's apparently a different number printed on the back of the case. And so, like, people want to put in like which specific, number they have on the back of their case, even though there's no difference between the printings or whatever. Like, some people would, like, be really picky about that stuff, and me, I'm just like, just whatever. I just pick one of them. I don't have the cases for most of my discs anyway. I couldn't. It would be impossible to tell, because for a lot of those, like, there's a difference in a number printed on the case. The disc is identical. So I'm not going to worry about that. Just close enough. Just close enough. As long as I got the right game on the right console in there. I find the idea of adding my own entries to be very, very laborious. Oh, it definitely is. It definitely is, Sparrow. But I mean, that's where all their entries come from. I don't think that the people who made the website necessarily, added a lot to the database themselves, like percentage wise. I think it mostly, is information put in by users. We made it further than we've ever been. I messed up that last room, and I messed it up because we had been there in the background before, and so I recognized the room, and I was worried because I was like, why are we here? Doesn't this pipe just lead to one of those 3 pipes in the background? We've already been here. But that's not the case. So I got too much in my own head about that. Oh, and I like that stat cat that NAEU checks out. Do you have game discs that never came with a cover, or is that more for the cartridges? No, it's both. What I'm referring to about like where there's a difference in the there's a difference in like a number on the box, though. That's for mostly for disc based games that I see that happening. A lot of my stuff, well, a lot of my stuff is bought loose. Um, I haven't, I don't really care too much if I'd get the case or manual. Like I want the disc or the cartridge, and I want it ideally in functioning condition. If I've got two that are close to the same price and one looks a little nicer, I might pay extra for the nicer looking one. But I typically go for the cosmetically flawed ones for the benefit of the discount. A lot of my collection are loose items, cosmetically flawed, but they're functional, and that's all I care about. The manual is a nice plus. I find that useful. And so, I'm happy to get a manual sometimes. The case adds nothing to me. So, if it's a game that I like, that I really care about, I don't know. I might want to get a case for it. Just if it's something that's like so special it needs to be on display separately, maybe I'll think about trying to get a case. But or if it's only like $1 difference, then I'll go for a copy with a case. But I really don't care about cases. And the reason, and so I buy a lot of games loose, but also the reasons a lot of my games don't have cases is because at some point I got rid of all my cases. I threw them all out. I said, you know what? I've moved 4 times in the past 3 years. I've got to put these discs in binders because I can't be boxing up these games every 7 months. I know that is horrifying to to a certain type of collectors out there, but I did what I had to do. At first, I threw out the cases, but I kept all of the inserts. And I might still have a box of inserts somewhere. So, like in theory, if I got a bunch of empty, like Xbox 360 cases, I could reconstruct them. I know I saved them for a while, but I don't know where that box is, and they may be gone. So that may not be possible. For some games, a manual is almost necessary. Yeah. So the manual, I'm more keen to get a hold of. But again, like for a lot of retro games, you can find the manuals in PDFs. So if I really have to read it, is it that big of a deal I don't have it? Not really. I think I read that. StatCat said I need the case for disc games. I can understand that. For the games I was missing cases, I made cases for them. I mean, mine are all in. Here, let me just grab it. My disc games are all in these heavy boxes. I don't exactly know how they're constructed. I think they're made of aluminum. They're really heavy. They definitely have some sort of metal frame in them. And then they're all just, you know, in sleeves in here in alphabetical order. It's got like a drawer that pops out. And I've got 4 of these. And they're pretty nice. They don't scratch the discs, and they allow me to keep them organized, and they're very portable. I can carry a whole lot of games much more easily. Because, I mean, who knows? I've got like, I don't know, maybe 40 games in this case? Maybe more? It's a lot easier than taking them around in their original cases. So I like that. That holds them a lot better than like a binder. Even though you can get some nice disc binders, you can also find really terrible disc binders that will basically destroy your discs. These are really nice. They do a good job. Are those presumably revolving NES game holders behind you? Also from the library, I recall seeing those holding novels as a kid. So yeah, that's what's behind me there. Those revolve. They're on my other side. They're actually from a post office. They originally held greeting cards, I think. And they spin around, and so it holds 72 NES games, which is roughly half of the NES games I own. So it's not, you know, it's just got titles there that are more charismatic in some way. Things that are complete sets, or something that's I don't know, something that's more precious to me for some reason, or maybe more infamous in some way. It's hard to decide the criteria for why I put what I do on the display rather than in the line. Just because I have it and it looks nice. It's not that spinning display is not utilitarian at all. Where am I? Up here. It is 100% style over function. Oh, I think this might be it.
Hello. Hello. The big face said I'd learned much throughout my quest. This handscar would help me, for more dangers await. I would need its full power to complete my fate.
You will return. We did it. We did it. We cleared a whole level of the game. I don't remember what this does. Alright, just, this was like a lore poem or something. Did we do it? I think we went to Paramonia. It doesn't look any different. Huh. Yeah, I think that's it, though. Alright, let's save. I'm going to delete some of these old save files here. Hang on, I don't know which one is the most recent. Bootleg trophies. Thank you, Stack Cat. Much appreciated. Oh, Sparrow, thank you for the gift sub. Stack Cat, take a key for coming in. Now you can have the real deal. Oh, and Cal said, so all of your ET games are displayed prominently. Yeah. I keep those in a place of honor right next to the garbage can. Sleeves do make me nervous because a lot of backup media get absolutely destroyed by them. That was partially because the discs were less than $1 each. However, you could almost peel off the data layer of the fingernail. Yeah, some of those, a lot of those like sleeves and binders, a lot of them are not really good, and they'll kind of destroy your discs. The bootleg trophies will be shelved for now. All right, I want to save first, and then depending on where this new save file winds up. Okay, so these are my two most recent saves. It's weird because the time stamps don't actually help you a whole lot. Because we've been playing this for a lot longer than 2 hours and 41 minutes. There's something about when you delete the older save files, your newest files lose that chunk of time. Like it counts how long you've been playing based on like your current session plus your older save files. So when you get rid of your older save files, your playtime shrinks. It's very strange. Okay, but we just need to make sure we keep this one. It's the only one that's not in that temple, so that's why I know it's our newest one. Alright, so delete. It's also weird that it doesn't ever give me the option to save over a previously existing file. It always creates a new one. They can be shelved on the new shelves when they come in. I'm excited. I think they're gonna be good. I'm just really worried because I think they're too tall to fit over here. There's a they're too wide to fit over here. You can't see it, but there's a pipe in the floor that prevents me. It's on the floor. It's between the library shelves and the NES spindles. So I can't put something necessarily right against the wall centered between the two hanging lights because of that pipe on the floor. So the wall to my left doesn't work because there's a heater that runs along the floor that doesn't work. So maybe I think about removing that, although I'd really kind of like to repair it. There's a space over here where I could definitely put one shelf, and there's maybe it's not really room off camera over here either because there are lights mounted on the wall. But that's I don't need to worry about that. That's a problem for future Frownie. That guy can deal with it. Oh, and I see StatCat says, I just saw Fazanadu is next. Yes. As my favorite composer, Jun Chikuma. Fazanadu does have some good music. And I see that Brave Fencer Musashi save file. We just played that yesterday for the first time. That game is fun. Yeah, that's gonna be in the rotation too. Okay, well, I didn't actually mean to create a second save, but sure, that's fine. All right. Brave Fencer is great. Yeah, that's a fun game. Who did that? Pookie Stan put that on the schedule for us. It was one it's one that I had it in my collection because people I know and trust told me it was good, but I never got around to playing it until yesterday. And the first session went really well. It made a very good first impression. Collectibles are really fun to mess with. I hate to say it, but games just aren't made like that anymore. Yeah, so I don't really understand, what the collectibles are quite yet, but I am. I'm sure I'll get to it, and it'll become clear. I know there's action figures you could buy. I found those, but I don't really understand their purpose yet. Cow says, "Oh no, floor pipes are the bane of basement organization. I was thwarted by pipes in my Ohio basement." Yeah, I don't even know what this pipe is for. I have no idea what it is. It's not. I mean, so far as I know, it doesn't connect to anything because it's like a Mario pipe. It comes up out of the floor and it's got a cap on it. So like I can't look in it, and I don't know that I'd want to because who knows what horrors lie inside the mysterious pipe. But it just leads from open air, except it's capped and closed, and just goes straight down into the ground. But so far as I'm aware, there's nothing under there or on this side of the house that it can be connected to. Like all the water and sewage and all the other pipes in the entire rest of the house are on that side of the house, and this pipe is on that side. So I don't know. It's very mysterious. But there's no plumbing on any of this half of the house that I'm sitting in right now. Like I stretch my arm out in either direction, and I can't point to a pipe anywhere. Like stretch my arms out left and right. All the pipes are on the other side along that far wall. So who knows? It's a mystery. Every basement comes with at least one mystery pipe. Yeah, this is a mystery pipe. It goes to the Mushroom Kingdom, take a jump. Mushroom Kingdom seems like a very perilous place to live. Remember the first Power Rangers movie? That's the ooze in there. Uh, all right, so I think we're, I think we're good. I think we're done with Oddworld for tonight. We've made fantastic progress in Oddworld. It's the progress I hoped to make. I wanted to be done with the Paramonia world by the end of the session tonight. I didn't believe it was going to happen, especially once we started playing. I didn't believe it was going to happen, but my goal has been achieved. So I couldn't be more happy with the way Oddworld is done. We made some has gone tonight. We made some fantastic progress. We're actually going to be playing Oddworld again tomorrow night. Tomorrow night I have Oddworld and Echo the Dolphin on the schedule. Um, I might switch the order of them though. We might do Echo first because I have a feeling that might be actually be harder. We are very far into that game, potentially on the last level. I'm not completely sure, but it's really hard. So we might do that first and then do Oddworld second. I'm kind of leaning toward reversing them. But we're going to turn off Oddworld for now. We're going to go over to the NES. We're going to play Fazanadu and make some progress there. Fazanadu is a lot of fun. It's a big struggle, but it's a lot of fun too. So thank you for enjoying Oddworld with me, my friends. And yeah, if you want to hang around for Fazanadu, I'm going to take a short BRB. And when I see you again, that's what we're going to be. That's what we're going to be Fazana doing next.